Hi everyone and welcome. It's Lauren here from Acting Classes in Perth, and you're watching The Daily Show, the show where I'm here to answer all your acting related questions at 7 p.m. every single day here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and now Twitter simultaneously, plus an audio only version now available in the iTunes podcast directory. You can search in the iTunes podcast directory for that by simply searching Acting Classes in Perth. Now, before we roll the intro, I would love to invite you to join me at one of my free 3-hour acting classes for beginners. We have classes for all ages and all experience levels, so please don't think that you've missed the boat. We would love to see you there. Be sure to check out all of our upcoming courses. You can do that at actingclassesinperth.com/free, or simply follow the link in the description of this video to see when and where my next free class for beginners is being held, and they are so much fun. It doesn't matter whether you want to explore acting because you want to be an actor, or whether you want to explore acting for the developmental improvements of your confidence, of your public speaking skills, or you just want to come along and meet a whole lot of people and have some fun as well. We would very much love to see you there, so be sure to check it out. It's a very relaxed and very fun environment. But first of all, let's roll the intro. Before we get into today's question, if you are watching us right now, please give us a huge thumbs up. I would love to know that you're out there, and leave a comment or simply ask a question. You know what? If you don't know what to say, just say hello. I would love to know that you are with us right now. Plus, stay tuned, because towards the end of this episode, I have another student shout out for a student out there who has achieved so much since starting with me here at Acting Classes in Perth. But first of all, here's today's question.
How important is observation for an actor?
Nikki Joe, thank you so much for sending in your question. It means a lot to me, and I loved your question, so thank you so much. Look, observation is key. It is so important. And as an actor, you should always be taking in the world around you, making notes and storing your observations in your acting toolbox. It is so incredibly important you do, because you never know when you're going to need them in the future to apply for some of the characters that you're playing, right? You will draw out of your acting toolbox different aspects of everything you have observed, and one small thing or two or three small things or a couple of big things may need to be applied to your characters. Now, when I say I want you to go out there and observe, right? Observe the world, observe people, watch and take it in and put it in your acting toolbox. Well, what do I mean by observe? What is it exactly that you're observing? Well, everything. As much as you can, Nikki Joe. I want you to watch and observe the way people interact with each other. I want you to watch their reactions to one another. I want you to watch their micro expressions and the way in which they might respond happily to someone, or how they appear sad or frustrated or angry, and so on. I want you to identify what it is that people do when they're feeling unhappy, or when they're feeling a lack of control, or when they're in a whole lot of control. I want you to watch not only what's being said, but also what's not being said. And I want you to see on the other side how that's being received. Remember, as an actor, it's not always about acting, it's also about reacting. And the world might judge individuals differently based on how they look, based on a type of class they live in, based on how they're dressed or their ethnicity, or whether they are aggressive or soft or male or female, or so many factors. And your job is to watch, to observe, to see how people are judged, to see what types of people reject them, to see what other types of people invite them into their group and make friends with them. I want you to observe the entire human species. I want you to study them. And most importantly, I want you to study their psychology, because that is so fundamental when it comes to acting. Nikki Joe, great question. I hope you're well, and I hope to see you again soon. But right now, it's time for another student shout out. Alright, so today's student shout out goes to someone who has been very proactive in her career. Maggie Meyer, congratulations. It's been an absolute pleasure knowing you. And what got you this student shout out is the fact that you don't just sit back and wait for opportunities to come your way. You are proactive in going out there and achieving them, even though there are times when, you have to be a mum, right? You've got to do all the mum stuff, but it doesn't stop you. And I'm so incredibly proud of you for that. You have broken all the molds, Maggie. 100% respect coming your way. Maggie, well done for securing today's student shout out. If you liked today's question, show your support by clicking the share button and help out your fellow actor right now. And if you're watching us on Facebook or Twitter, be sure to like and follow our page. And if you're watching us on YouTube, simply click subscribe and then be sure to hit the notifications bell next to it. And finally, if you are listening to us on iTunes, simply click subscribe plus. Don't forget to join me at my next free 3-hour acting class for beginners, where we have so much fun, so many laughs, and it is so creative, and it is a fun space for you to explore acting and learn how acting can enhance and benefit your everyday life. You can find out where my next class is being held by visiting actingclassesinperth.com/free, or check out the link in the description of this video. I very much look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I am very much awaiting you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another awesome question answered by me. But until then, stay safe and, like always, happy acting.